What is going on YouTube? Hit back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Guys, we have a lot to talk about within the major cryptos as well as the S&P 500. If you guys have not been paying attention, yesterday the Federal Reserve meeting came out, talked about how the Feds are planning on raising interest rates, how they did just raise interest rates, and how this is going to be passed down and affected to you guys as well as me. So I do want to talk a little bit about that today, but I did make a video yesterday on my other finance channel about this, as well as I plan on making another one, which you guys should stay up to date on. But we're also going to be looking at the major cryptos. Right now, the S&P 500 actually acted very well to the news that came out with the Federal Reserve. Even though it's only a day here, the reason it did was because a lot of people expected the interest rate to hike. They wanted it to. And when people knowingly expect things to happen by the Federal Reserve, we can react positively from that. It's when things change very crazy and not many people expect it. That's what causes some scare in the market, and that's what causes corrections and stuff. But in regards to the cryptos here, you can see XRP is looking for a bottom here. A lot of these cryptos are looking for a bottom. The scary thing is XRP is very close to its major resistance up here, which is a very big sign of potential corrections lower here. You can see Ethereum has hit a bottom, however, and it's holding support, and Bitcoin is also holding a support very close to $20,000. If Bitcoin breaks through 20K, guys, we're going to expect to see a very, very, very flash, substantial correction, probably close to $10,000 within a very short period of time. So the goal is for not only the S&P 500, but all these cryptocurrencies to maintain major supports here, to maintain its bottom support, for Ethereum to maintain its bottom support, for Bitcoin to maintain its bottom support, and for the S&P 500 to hold on to this supporting line right here. I have 3 lines drawn in yellow here, marking bottoms in the past before for S&P, very strong supports. And you can see we're reacting fairly positively to this one. This is the lowest we've been for quite some time. We haven't hit levels this low since March of 2021 here. So hopefully we can hold on to the support. We're below its major support here, and maybe we could just trade sideways. I mean, it would be nice if the markets recover. Let me just add the relative strength indicator. There we go. It would be nice to just see the markets recover like this and just trend inside here. This would be the best and healthiest thing for the S&P 500 to happen, because we've been so volatile in movements. It's never just been like consolidation like this. We've had major corrections upwards, and we've had major dumps to the downside. We haven't seen kind of just healthy fluctuations. This would, let us move to a more neutral level and also allow us to maintain some more supports while the Feds increase interest rates. This would be healthy. But a lot of people aren't expecting this to happen here. This would be the positive. They're expecting to see a major correction down to 30%, causing another crash to happen. But we're going to be talking about all this stuff in a minute with you guys. So with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, I just dropped a video this morning on my new finance channel here. As you guys can see, stop spending money, recession inevitable here. So definitely make sure to check out this video here. There's a lot of new updated information that's happening within the Federal Reserve as well as our economy. Lots of things that you might actually find interesting that you weren't expecting to happen. And honestly, it was news to me. I like this channel because it just allows me to share my research and my understanding with you guys in a summary. I read countless articles, probably 30 articles per video here. I put it all in a summary of like 10 to 12 minutes, and then I let you guys watch it in this shorter summarized version. So definitely make sure to check this out. Giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. I do appreciate all the support. Link down in the description below. Definitely make sure to check this video out. Now, with that being said, diving into the technical analysis, I want to talk about these major cryptos. As you guys can see, we are consolidating and actually starting to slide back up on most of these major altcoins here and cryptocurrencies. Now, there's an interesting thought here. I made a video yesterday which talked about the rebound incoming. The fact is, we do bounce pretty quickly and rapidly off major corrections here. Typically, like a basketball, when markets dump, they find support and they kind of swing back up. Now, I'm not saying this is a correction back to the upside. I'm not saying this is a short-term swing to the upside, still within a bear market. Oh, sorry, that's what I'm looking to see happen here. I believe this is a short-term correction to the upside within a bear market, which is a tradable thing for us to do here, and that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. Now, we'll see how this plays out in the next couple of days. I'd like to see how the S&P 500 opens today. I think that will really gauge everybody's opinion on the markets here. There's a good chance the markets are going to react positively because we had good news of a 75 rate basis point hike within the S&P 500, and I think that's what's going to cause the markets to kind of swing upwards right now. You can see from the top, we're currently just skimming a bear market. We just entered a bear market down by 1%. So there's a chance we could kind of swing back to the upside here. Yesterday, we played around with it also, and you can see we hit 20% on the dot here. So we'll see how today opens. We are bottoming off on oversold on, at the S&P 500's daily, as well as the S&P 500's weekly here, showing signs of a support here, maybe even a double bottom. And we're holding this support very nicely here, which is also quite exciting. So we'll see how this plays out today and the following week, or throughout this week here. But we need to see how these cryptos react. So as you guys can see with XRP here, the problem with XRP is the fact that we keep having these lower high movements here. We keep dropping lower and lower and lower here, and typically it's off this top resistance. Now we hit this resistance, we end up falling. It's a consistent wave here that's happened now 4 times to be exact. Problem is we're hitting it again, and we're getting very close to hitting it again, which means we're probably going to scale lower like this. We could consolidate today. Today could consolidate right now, but there's a chance we could, correct off this and trail it lower, or we could just dump lower. It's very possible. What we're really looking for is a breach in this descending fractal here, which I know hasn't happened yet. We did take profits out. We got stopped out on our position here, but we've made a ton of profit off shorting this here. And you can see now what we're looking for is maybe a rebound and a break here. Typically, these descending fractals, these descending channels, break bullish. They have a bullish bias. It's just finding the bottom on these cryptos here, because we could continue to scale out much lower down and then break bullish, or we could do it right here. It's very possible. We don't know that. So we're looking for confirmation above this resistance here. There's obviously now major resistances to come when we do decide to break higher, but at least we have a head start in knowing the direction that the markets want to take. So we have to play it patient right now. I've already taken my profits out on most of these positions here, and it's just a waiting game right now. You can see Ethereum is still sliding down lower. We're kind of close to breaking through this bottom support here, which gets me a little nervous, but we are so extremely oversold on XRP and also extremely oversold on Ethereum. And I believe Bitcoin is also extremely oversold, that there's a chance we could hopefully hold this and start to recover. If we break bullish, there's a chance Bitcoin is going to hold 20K and swing up higher. That's the goal here. The goal is to hold 20K. This is a major mental barrier for a lot of people right now, that if this price doesn't hold, we're going to get wrecked, and prices are very quickly going to get wiped out. People are going to think it's over for crypto, as they already are, and we're going to see prices fall to easily 10K, if not lower. So be patient. Let's see how we play out with the 20K support. If we can hold 20K, we'll buy in, but right now we don't want to be trading just inside a descending fractal. Buying opportunities are when we hit supports and when we hit resistances, because we know that we're either going to head up, head down, or head even higher. So we have to spend quite a lot of time focusing on how does Bitcoin want to react. Is it going to consolidate? Is it going to swing up? Is it going to correct downwards? We don't know. Ethereum hitting its bottom support has signs of potentially recovering or consolidating, but I think it all depends on how we react with Bitcoin. So let's see how that plays out first. Same thing with XRP. They all are in descending fractals, but at different points. XRP is retesting its top resistance. Ethereum is retesting its bottom support. Bitcoin is trading right in the middle. I find it quite ironic that we have 3 different variables for all these. However, when Bitcoin moves, we will know what's going to happen. If Bitcoin decides to dip, XRP is going to dip, and we're going to see Ethereum break through its major support. So we have to really just spend a close eye on how does Bitcoin want to react with the markets. Otherwise, to wrap up today's video, the update on the S&P 500, the Fed actually increased their rates by 75 basis points. We were expecting to see 50 basis points, moving forward each month, but then we got the inflation data, and it was higher, much higher than where we had expected. It was higher than the previous month that we just got, started to correct down. People thought we plateaued. We didn't, or we peaked, and we didn't. So now they're expecting to raise basis points by 75, and maybe next month 50, and the next month 50. We'll see, or it could be aggressive as 75, 75, 75. We're not going to know until we get the inflation rates again for June. If this month is lower than 8.6, let's say 8.4, 8.3, there's a good chance it'll be a 50 basis point hike in next month in July here. So we'll see what exactly happens. But right now it's not good. And as you guys can see, the federal funds effective effective rate since 1991. You can see here we had rates pretty darn high, and I just want you guys to know this is 2016 to 2019, and then now we're raising rates much steeper. You can see it's been, a more conservative route, a consolidative, incline. The problem is the Feds really should have started this in 2021 and slowly increased it, but they're now starting it in 2022, which they basically let inflation get this high. So what we're looking for right now is a peak. But what I want you guys to understand is the Fed rates don't affect the stock market. If we start seeing a positive outlook, the stock markets will head up while interest rates head up. Because you can see 2015 to 2019, the Feds increased their interest rates. You can currently see we're at 1.5. Now, on the S&P 500 from 2016 to 2019, you can also see here, I just want to show you guys this. This is 2016 is right here, and this is 2019, the end of 2019. So we went much higher while the Feds were increasing interest rates. So it is still possible we can head up and recover from this. I'm hoping, now that you can see where we're kind of trending, we're finally back inside a more neutral level here, also trending on the moving average. I'm hoping we can kind of just consolidate like this over the next couple of months. That would be the best, I think, overall health for the market. If we see a dump like this, it's going to be pretty substantial, but this could be healthy too. I don't know. It's going to be very bad very quickly, but at least recovering would be nice. I'd like to just see a healthy recovery. And that's why a lot of people are talking about the stock markets. Are we going to bottom off nicely? I forget the exact term that they use, but it's basically determining if we're going to have a soft landing. That's what it is. So you can see Federal Reserve soft landing is basically what they're talking about here. So can the Fed engineer a soft landing? And he says he can't guarantee it. What that means is maybe we do something like this. Maybe we consolidate like this. This could be a soft landing for the S&P. But what a lot of people are thinking is we're going to see something like this, some crazy drop in the markets here, swinging down at 30% and then immediately correcting up. Still possible, I don't know, but that would send us into an extreme oversold market, and it would be a great time to be buying in. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Definitely make sure to check out my other finance channel, and make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.